Hey, indeed, welcome into the guest room. I sure hope that intro music makes you chair dance as much as it does us. We had 75% participation in chair dancing for that particular intro, so let's look to improve on that in the future. I am your host, Mike. This is the Guest Room Podcast.
Hey, C's get degrees.
That's Kevin over there.
Taxes.
That's Matthew.
R.
That's KT.
Problematic.
Yes! Yes, you've done
It's good.
Yes.
It's good.
A complete thought. An actual sentence.
it. Sentence checks out. I feel bad for KD. You have to come up with an adjective every time, basically.
No. When I started the sentence with surreptitiously, please tell me, how do we get to an adjective at the end of that one?
Well, even so, I would definitely say that the third position is the hardest position. You are conveying the meaning of the sentence, and you could easily change it.
I almost
the third
said,
word.
now looking back, I should have. When it was surreptitiously Matthew, I should have just said is.
No, that still wouldn't work.
Like he bees.
No, it's
he
a Yoda.
bees.
It's a Yoda sentence. Like how is Matthew? Surreptitiously Matthew is.
Well, thank you for joining us, listeners. You in the headphones there. We're glad that you're here, and
Are
they in there?
Are they in headphones?
they might be.
Or are we in their stereo? Or their phone?
Maybe they listen. Maybe they gather around as a family on Sunday night, and they play this like from their.
And they listen to the radio from 1944. The Allied troops have just won Jeopardy.
We're everywhere they want to be.
Wherever you are, wherever you have us, we're glad that you can hear these words coming out of our mouths right now. Today we're going to be playing a round of Jeopardy, and this one has been prepared by KD. So KD, why don't you... Oh, wait, first of all, since it is Jeopardy...
Second of all, third?
Yeah, somewhere on the list. We like to call this a Jepisode. KD, your categories, please.
Our first category is Andy's wrong answers.
Oh, yes.
If I hope you've listened to old episodes because all of the correct answers will be based on Andy's wrong answers.
And
That's fantastic.
by the way,
The right answers are the wrong answers.
The wrong answers.
The right, wrong answers. We haven't acknowledged it yet, but Andy's not here. Matthew is, in fact, stepping in for Andy today. So thank you, Matthew. And Andy, I'm so glad we get to make fun of you.
Kev, have you realized that you and I don't get thanked for being here?
Never.
The listeners get thanked. Matthew gets thanked. Also, is there going to be like on IMDb someday, or except for whatever they do for podcasts that's similar to IMDb, is it going to have a breakdown of like how often each of us was on a particular episode? Like, oh, there were 194 episodes of this podcast, and on 193 of them, Mike was there.
Yeah. As long as I show up as self. I've always just wanted to be self.
Wow, that's a pretty lofty aspiration.
That's true. You've achieved your goal.
The second category is words ending in pression, Pression.
Okay.
You know, if it was stitious, you would already have known how to spell that for a previous episode. That's right, because I totally remember how to do that. The next category is worst superhero ever. The next category is German words that are English words. Those Germanic languages again. I know, right?
Kevin, stop. You're starting to egg KD on.
The next category is 11-letter words starting with BA. Whoa. You liked that category? Yeah. You guys always complain about that category.
Well,
we're not good at
it,
it's
but
the
I
worst.
like it.
All right. No, that's not the worst category. Although we are, I mean, at this point in time, we're falling right into Matthew's wheelhouse, and I'm really, really scared about what you've done here. The last category is before and after edition. Oh, no. What?
We have to go deeper.
They dug too greedily and too deep.
It's before and afterception.
Yeah, kind of. Honestly, you probably will dislike, though you'll get plenty of points.
A classic KDism.
Yes. We'll answer correctly and go, man, that was stupid.
Can we have a drinking game where people say what they say? Like KD says his KD-isms.
I don't know. Would that take?
for sure.
Would that take our show from like PG to?
I never specified what you're drinking.
Oh,
We've
okay.
got a few beers set out right now. I mean, they may be of the root variety, but they're here.
That's true. Mom, they are of the root variety.
Don't kid yourself. Mom doesn't listen to our podcast.
I know.
Why is that?
It's a long story. It's a short story, but I don't want to tell it.
Okay. Let's go with Mike. It is your board.
Let's go with Mike. All right. Oh, wow. Let's just go with 11-letter words starting with BA.
For 100?
For 100, please.
This is the place where two armies meet.
Kevin,
Kevin.
Battlefield.
Correct.
2042.
All right, let's erase that 100 up there.
Oh, I'm the eraser.
You are.
The Eraser, starring.
Ooh, that sounds like the worst superhero ever.
Ooh, it does, but I'm not going there. I'm going for Andy's wrong answers for 100.
Andy's wrong answers for 100. No, Andy, this word does not start with S.
Mike,
Mike.
backstab?
Correct.
It's weird trying to
Think of
Do
wrong
that.
things. Yes.
I kind of want to save those for later, so let's go back to 11-letter words starting with BA.
All right.
200.
For 200. Hikers who carry all their equipment for a multi-day... Matthew.
Backpackers.
Correct.
11-letter words for 3. I agree with Mike. I got to save Andy's wrong answers for a time when I just really need that pick-me-up.
Got it. Number of steals is a stat that shows a player's aptitude for this.
Mike.
Mike.
Ball hawking,
Incorrect.
but potentially true.
Kevin,
Kevin.
base running.
Correct.
All right, Andy's wrong answers for 200.
Well, yeah, you can just intersperse Andy's wrong answers throughout
Well,
this.
now that they've both expressed a desire to save it, I'm definitely not.
For 200. No, Andy, this word does not rhyme with dog.
Matthew.
Matthew.
Hopscotch.
Correct. I really just...
I will not think of any of these, I promise you.
11-letter words starting with ba
Wait.
for 400.
I got the last 300 here, right? Base running.
Yes.
Trying to shortchange me 300 points.
Would you like to keep score?
No, but I would like you to keep score.
You'd like you just keep score accurately.
Yeah. All right, for 400.
That's right.
You threw in a Mike-ism. I saw that. Nice.
Drink.
This is one way to get dunked underwater. This is one way to get dunked underwater. They're working. They're working. This is one way to get dunked underwater. We are looking for baptismally.
Gross.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I had baptism, but I don't think I would have gotten to baptismal.
Baptismally?
Is that even a word? I'm not sure. These are words.
Yeah.
Right? The category says they're words.
You're making me feel one of the Prussian words, right?
Matthew, you're bored.
All right. Let's go with 11-letter questionably words starting with ba.
I think we're on 500 now.
500.
2 or more dice-throwing board games.
Matthew. Backgammons.
Correct. Wow.
I had that written on my board.
What? The plural of backgammon was just sitting there on your board?
I was like, there's got to be a backgammons coming here
Oh
somewhere.
my gosh.
You've got to be kidding me.
It's like he's drinking the KD Kool-Aid.
I don't think Katie Kool-Aid exists.
It does now.
It
This
does.
is the point where I'm usually shouting in my car at all of you. It's backgammons. Why doesn't anybody see that? It's the most obvious answer.
Also debatably a word.
All right, let's go. Let's close out the category.
Alrighty. Acting primitively or uncivilizedly.
Matthew.
Matthew.
Barbarianly.
I believe that is
Barbarically.
incorrect.
Okay.
Like your reaction to him
makes me want to guess, but I don't want to lose points. Kevin. Barbarishly.
I need to count letters on that.
Bar-ish Lee.
Lee.
That's 11.
Like Barbarian Lee, it's 11.
Except for I think barbarishly is actually a word.
Does it does it have to do with barbarians? Or
Yeah.
barbers?
I'm going to tentatively not give that to you in case Mike wants to get the actual answer. I need to go look and see if yours is an actual word.
Okay.
Mike?
No thanks.
Okay, the word we're actually looking for is barbarously, which is definitely a word. Both of those, I'm not sure if they are real words. And baptismally, well, I looked up a definition for it. I didn't just come up with baptismally, I found it.
What was Kevin's again?
Barbarishly. I bet I could look it up and come up with yes.
I bet Andy could.
Google says no.
To both.
But is it the name of a weed shop in Oklahoma?
It's quite possible.
A church. The Church of the Oh, there definitely is a Church of the Barbarians.
After one-ish categories, the score is Mike -200, Kevin -200, Matthew 300.
A commanding lead.
Commanding lead.
Yep.
And I believe the board is Matthew's from
Yeah.
his redonkulous backgammon's guess.
Yep. That's the difference in the game right now.
It really is.
You too could be at -200.
I was sitting on that high inside fastball and I got it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's do words ending in pression.
For 100?
Yes.
The great one of these.
Kevin.
Kevin?
Depression.
Correct.
Andy's wrong answers for 300.
Oh, man.
No, Andy, this is not what domo arigato means.
Matthew.
Matthew.
What is hello, hello?
That is what he said.
But he actually said, hello, hello, Mr. Roboto.
Yeah, but he
Right,
just
but
said
domo arigato, Mr. Roboto is the quote.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you just said the domo arigato part?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go with words ending in pression for 200.
Be mindful of your first one.
Matthew. Impression.
Correct.
Oh, you asked the question in a weird way.
300.
Rest, ice, this, and elevation
Matthew.
are the... Matthew?
What is compression?
Correct.
400.
Hiding this may conceal your emotion.
Matthew.
Kevin.
Matthew?
Expression.
Correct.
500.
For 500. The villager in Monty Python cried for help.
Kevin.
Matthew.
Kevin.
Oppression.
Correct.
No. Oh, that's right. I was thinking it was suppression. So Kevin bailed me out on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Andy's wrong answers for 400.
Don't use them up all at once. you gotta spread them out.
No, Andy, this is not a member of NWA.
Oh. Oh, no. What did he say? Kevin?
Kevin?
Oh, no.
Oh no, it was called.
Palestine?
Incorrect. Andy, we love you. We miss you. By the way, I did make sure that he was okay with me doing this category.
I believe somewhere Andy's up there watching us right now.
Merp. No, Andy. Diesel is not a member of NWA.
It's supposed to be the clothing company, the actor, the gas?
I think, no, he thought NWA, he thought the W was wrestling.
Oh.
I remember making a Hamas joke, and I was wondering if it was connected to him saying Palestine.
You know, those Hamas jokes.
Yeah. One of the better ones.
Nothing like a well-timed Hamas joke.
That's right.
Right?
Too soon.
I'll take Andy's wrong answers for 500.
Andy's wrong answers for 5. No, Andy. The answer is burritos, not this.
Mike.
What
is chili frijoles?
Correct.
Chili frijoles.
You guys remember this stuff way better than I do.
That one was legendary.
This board is like the perfect storm for me. It's like Matthew on the one hand, and you guys like remembering all of Andy's stuff on the other hand.
Oh my gosh.
Michael, I guess, would be you guys.
Let's go words ending in pression for 600.
Also called dioscopy, this is a test for the blanchability of skin.
That wasn't one of the ones I was considering.
Merp, merp, merp.
Was it something pression?
It was.
Ah, I knew it.
We were looking for vitro-pression, which I've never heard of.
That makes two of us.
That makes a lot of us.
Yeah.
Thanks, clown.
Oh, one person got that reference. Go watch Extreme Days.
I didn't get it. Mike, can you give us a score update?
So I probably haven't been keeping score right, but if I have, scores are Kevin with 0 points.
Yes.
Mike with
That sounds about right.
300 and Matthew with 1,500.
Oh,
Sounds about right.
I can't believe I'm not negative.
I believe it is Mike's board.
Let's go with German words that are English words
For 100?
for 100.
A resident of a central German city, or what Americans call hot dogs.
Kevin. Frank.
Matthew. Frankfurter.
Correct. A resident. Matthew?
2.
A resident of a northern German city, or what you can get at In-N-Out.
Matthew. Hamburger.
Correct.
Nice.
I thought about going cheeseburger just for the laughs. But German words for 3.
This type of dog has another name in English based on its Frankfurter-like shape.
Kevin. Dachshund.
Correct.
Andy's wrong answers for 6.
No. Then they'll all be gone.
Yes.
No, Andy. The answer is typewriter, not this.
Mike.
Yeet
your toe.
Correct.
I was still waiting for stew. I'm sad stew didn't come out.
Stewed bread. All right. Let us go back to, after closing that category out, let's go back to German words that are English words for 400.
All right, for 4. This is the grade right before first and after Matthew.
What is kindergarten?
Correct. Literally means child garden. Yeah.
I knew it was a German word, but I didn't know it meant
I didn't
that.
know Hannibal coined it.
Oh.
Let's go for 5.
You know, that shows epitome of how my brain works. I hear Hannibal, I think Punic General.
I know.
Yeah. Next one.
Yep. German words for 5.
All right. To find one's exact lookalike is to find your Matthew.
Doppelganger.
Correct.
Close it out for 6.
Should have to say
Ooh, can I get a score update?
yes. With 200 points, Kevin.
I know what the word's going to be, too. I already know.
You do? Write it down.
Mike with 900.
I think I might too.
And Matthew with
Write it down.
triple that at 2,700.
Mike, do you know what the words already can be?
No clue.
All right. I'm going to go for...
You got to give me some points if I get this right.
I'm going to go for a shot at immortality here.
No, are you
Go for the true daily double.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna give me your answer without me asking the question.
I have it written down. I have it written down. But
Do it,
I
dude.
won't
I
guarantee that I'll do that one.
super double dog dare you to do it.
KD's 600 pointers can be brutal.
I know. That's my concern. But look, I got one shot to put up the record in a place where it'll be really hard to ever get. So, and this is the first step to doing that. So we'll see.
All right. This is pleasure derived by someone from another person's misfortune.
It's written on my board. What is Schadenfreude?
Schadenfreude. That is correct. Kevin also wrote that down. Dude, you could have been truly immortalized by the blind daily double.
I wrote it down.
Yeah.
The blind true.
Mike, did you know that?
No, I've never heard that word.
Oh, that's one of the best. That's
one of the best words
out there. Yeah.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah, like, I felt so much Schadenfreude when my enemy lost in fantasy football.
When Richard Sherman's face looked the way it did after Malcolm Butler picked off Russell Wilson.
Yeah, there's a good example. All right. Whew, okay. Let's go with
I wonder if they'll catch Matthew.
before and after section. Before and after edition.
All right. For one.
Yes.
All right. Before and after, the before and after edition.
A very special episode of Before and After.
For 100. Miracle Max's prognostication and what an inmate destined for the chair might be called.
This is the 100 question.
Okay, say it again.
Miracle Max's prognostication and what an inmate destined for the chair might be called.
Kevin, mostly dead man walking.
Correct.
Okay.
He got the right answer and doesn't get it, I don't think.
Okay. I don't understand yet the category.
Yeah, you will right now, assuming you go back to
Worst
this category.
superhero ever, 100.
He doesn't want to understand.
All right.
I don't want to get to know him.
So
He's gotten this far in life not knowing what before and after
Right.
edition means, and he doesn't want that to end.
worst
like you're
superhero
funny.
ever. In this category, I will give you a clue for let's call it a slightly mispronounced superhero that means something completely different. For example, instead of having Black Panther, I could give you for a clue that would end in Black Bantha, the cow from Star Wars.
Oh boy, this is gonna be really bad.
Wow, buckle up.
I would have thought of it more as a musk ox
Yeah, you're right. It is kind of a musk
than a
ox.
cow.
This
Yeah.
is gonna be real bad.
This leader of the Autobots is an all-around positive person.
Mike,
Mike,
who is Optimus Prime.
correct.
I love it.
Yeah, stick with that 200.
For 200. This DC hero is just an annoying kid instead of being a Dark Knight.
Matthew. Bratman.
Correct.
Worst superhero for... Actually, no, I want to understand. I want to believe. All right, before and after edition for 2.
What an inmate destined for the chair might be called, and, with a slight mispronunciation, the newest Joker.
Dead man.
Kevin.
Matthew.
Kevin.
Dead man Joaquin Phoenix.
Correct.
Drat.
Worst superhero ever for 300.
For 3. The newest Joker and Chris Paul for 1.
Wait, no. He said worst superhero ever.
Oh, I bet. Well, we're doing this because you
Okay.
got the clue.
Matthew. Joaquin Phoenix' son.
Correct. Apologies.
Wow.
I will cede control of the board to Kevin.
Will you see control of those 300 points to me?
That I will not do.
Worst superhero ever for 300.
That is worst superhero ever for 300.
Yeah, that's the thing I said.
Confirmed.
Weird. Instead of being awesome, this heroine just walks around aimlessly.
Matthew.
Matthew.
What is Wonder Woman?
Correct.
Before and after edition for 400.
Before and after. Okay. Chris Paul for 1, and Joseph or Ruben.
Mike,
Mike.
Phoenix, son of Jacob.
Correct.
Ooh.
Let's go worst superhero ever for 400.
400. Worst superhero ever for 400.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the thing he said.
Yep.
That's what you're looking for.
Yep, that's it. This hero doesn't like water. In fact, he doesn't do well in any social situation either.
Mike, I believe I said my name and he did not.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
Kevin's voice, but I heard Mike's name.
Yeah, but sometimes my voice just is my name.
I feel your pain, Kevin. Sometimes I too try to buzz in by just saying the answer.
Mike.
Let's go with Awkward Man
Correct.
and stick with worst superhero ever for 500. That's the same category that we just did. Worst superhero
Thank you.
ever.
Yeah, just
500.
do the next question.
Got it. Instead of being Ferris and smart, this guy is just angry.
Matthew.
Matthew.
What is irate man?
That is incorrect.
I'm sure that's a better answer than whatever you have there.
Merp, merp, merp.
I just want to say if it's Iron Mad, I'm going to be really upset.
It's
if,
not.
If it's Irony Man,
Nope.
I'm also going to be mad.
No, I'm looking for Iron Man.
That's better.
It's the same number of syllables.
Yeah, but it's still changing. Well, all right.
I mean, I'm
I
not. Look,
I had irate and ire. They're basically the same
I know.
thing. Oh well. Okay. I can't.
and by
complain
number
at
of
this
syllables, I mean 1.5.
Ooh, a foreshadowing of a coming category.
point. Oh no.
What?
What?
Continue.
All right. Let's go before and after edition for 5.
All right. Joseph or Reuben, and Bella's choice between a wolf and this Mexican actor.
Can you please repeat?
Yeah. Joseph or Reuben, and Bella's choice between a wolf and this Mexican-American actor.
He's picked up an American.
He
second
did.
reading of the
He
question.
did.
He just got granted citizenship.
Just now. I got a tweet.
Like, are you sure it's not a choice between the actor and a wolf?
Yes.
Like I'm pretty sure the wolf and the actor are the same character.
Yeah.
I don't think Robert Pattinson is Mexican American.
It's possible.
No, it's not possible.
It's possible.
no. Kevin,
Kevin?
son of Jacob or Taylor Lautner.
That is not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the wolf. I'm looking for a Mexican-American actor. So we're looking for, and Bella's choice is the clue. So I'm looking for son of Jacob or Edward James Olmos.
You're just looking for any Mexican American actor?
No, I'm looking for this specific one.
Well, who was the Mexican American actor?
So there are basically like 3 parts of the before and after. There's like son of Jacob, Jacob or Edward, and Edward James Olmos.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone too far. We flew too close to the sun.
Almost.
Now that I like.
Nice.
All right. Now I'm the one straying away from before and after. Let's go with worst superhero ever for 6.
Alrighty. This hero is more into driving Toyota sports cars than being mistaken for a bird or a plane.
Kevin. Not knowing any Toyota sports cars, I'm going to say Supraman.
That is correct.
Oh, very good.
Nice.
Let's just go straight to Final Jeopardy.
That means
No.
before and after edition for 600.
Yeah, fine.
It does. Bella's choice between a wolf and this Mexican-American actor and Miracle Max's prognostication. Matthew.
Jacob or Edward James Olmos dead.
That's incorrect.
Mostly dead. Almostly dead.
Kevin. Jacob or Edward James almostly dead.
That's correct.
I have no chance of catching you, so it doesn't matter.
Yep, that's all right.
All right, now Final Jeopardy, please.
Matthew was chasing a record.
He still is.
He still, yeah.
Not the record, but a record.
The record.
He could get the record.
All right, so scores before Final Jeopardy. We've got Kevin with 1,200, Mike with 1,800, and Matthew with
That's the game I
5,100. Now, Matthew has been as high as 6,200 in this game, but he's currently at 51.
I still think irate man is a better answer than ire man.
Syllables. I tested that on a couple of people, and they all got Iron Man.
An irate person is an angry person. An ire person is not a thing.
Well, yeah, but if he's Iron Man, he's an angry superhero.
I would. The only
test
thing
it on me next time.
The only thing I'll say in Katie's defense on that one, aside from the syllable thing, is that ire is
it does sound better
in totality closer to the word iron than irate, in my opinion.
Your Final Jeopardy category is worst villain ever.
How many digits then am I going to write?
I don't know.
I can't believe you guys just was it because you had run out of German words that you got Schadenfreude?
That's like
because
the best
they know
German
you.
word. That's
First of
my
all,
favorite German word.
The fact that you're pronouncing it like the German word instead of the English word
Schadenfreude.
is that thing that's gonna prevent us from having a wives episode someday.
Can we just create maybe that'll be at a category way down the line. Things that will prevent us from having a 4 Wives podcast. I don't remember what the first one was.
It was insert comment about.
Thank you.
It was a language thing, I think.
Thank you. Question is Matthew going to set the highest record, or is he trying to win?
Well, he's going to win.
Well, no, I mean,
It's
he
feasible
could,
that
he
he
could
does
wager
not.
all of his points.
Yeah, the thing is, I think he's a little gun shy with irate man. He is the irate
I
man.
am a little scarred.
All right, the clue for worst villain ever. This blue villain probably voted for Trump.
Mike, how did you have an answer so quickly?
There are things you know, like Schadenfreude, and there are things I know, like
Which?
what most of the rest of the population knows.
I knew both.
I'm
things.
still
What
trying to
does that
think
make
of
me?
a blue villain.
You know a lot of things, a little
Can I
bit
ask
about
a
a lot of
question?
things.
Is it supposed to be a modification of an answer like worst superhero ever was?
Yep.
Okay.
This blue villain probably voted for Trump. I don't know if I hope Matthew sets a new record or hope he doesn't.
I know what I hope.
All right,
I figured it out.
let's reveal.
Yeah, I thought if there was enough time. I think it's you first.
Kev says Megamind. Mike says Megamind. And Matthew says Mr. Manhattan.
Which I think is a good answer for the record. But
I'm not sure who that is. Megamind is
He's
correct.
from Watchmen.
so Dr. Manhattan is the blue villain in Watchmen, and Trump has hotels in Manhattan. So, but yeah,
Interesting. Good job with Megamind, guys.
Thank you. What was Matthew's wager?
What was
Matthew's wager was, I believe, 4,100.
4,900.
4,900.
I was trying to get to
Ooh,
10,000.
Mike wins.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. All right. So what were the final scores, Mike?
Final scores: Matthew with 200, plummeting from 62 earlier in the game. Kevin with 2,400, and Mike with 3,600.
Wow.
Your effort will not be forgotten, Matthew.
No.
Some good wrong answers,
But now you understand our frustration with Katie.
as opposed to Andy's wrong answers.
Do I edit out the frustration? I don't really know.
I can't say I'm unhappy with most of the board. I just think there were a few answers where there were a couple right answers.
Yeah, no, I mean most of the time the thing that the problem that I run into with making Jeopardy boards is that I don't do well considering what might be a close but wrong answer, like irate man. I'm like, Iron Man, that makes sense. Put it on the board. Rather than
Yeah, I feel
other
like
things that could happen.
you fly by the seat of your pants with the way that you make up questions and answers in a way that is more subjective
Yes.
than the way in which I will ask a question or answer, or mostly Mike or Andy will as well.
Well, I think one of the distinguishing factors is that most of us use the internet, and KD just uses what's in his head,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
you don't always fact check the same way that you would on the internet.
Of course, I'm less satisfied with what's in his head than what's on the internet.
I decided not to, but I almost had a bonus on the before and after category to ask for the entire loop. Because you can start anywhere. Do any of you want to try it?
Nope.
No?
Sure.
All right, you start wherever you want because it's a loop.
Mostly dead man walking, Phoenix, son of Jacob or Edward, James Olmos. And then
Lee dead.
Yes, Lee dead.
He did.
And so on and so on.
Nice. Yeah. Would you guys have liked that bonus?
No.
Its presence?
Because I didn't do well on the 6 parts leading to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did. I liked best superhero ever, or
Worst superhero ever.
Worst super. Yeah, whatever it was. Worst superhero ever. I liked that category. I also liked. I mean, Andy's wrong answers that was fantastic.
Iconic.
Yeah, hard to beat that.
The fact that we were bemoaning answers that did not appear on the board after the category was over is fantastic.
Bring it back.
Hopefully, there are many more
Wrong answers.
Possible.
Get Andy back
categories
here so
of
he can
Andy's
answer
wrong
things
answers.
incorrectly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wrongly.
Well, thanks, KD.
You're welcome.
Thank you, me, for winning.
Is that the fewest number of buzz-ins that's yielded a winning score in history?
Hard to say. We've had some other ones
I think
close.
it's 7 buzz-ins, right?
I think it's. Oh well, yeah.
Because the final one's
Yeah,
Final Jeopardy.
Final
You
Jeopardy.
buzzed in 7 times in one.
7 buzzins. Yep.
Man.
Man, Matthew, I thought you would have seen Megamind.
We call that 3600
I have.
the hard
I just
way.
don't. Part of it is
I haven't seen it.
I immediately thought of Dr. Manhattan, so then it was really hard for me
get him out of your brain.
Because then
Yeah.
I was like, okay, how do I need to modify this? Trump owns hotels in Manhattan, so that's on the right track. And then like that. Once I had that confirmation locked in, then I just wasn't thinking about other options.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
The first thing I thought
Plus,
of
the
was
guy in Megamind is the hero in the end, really.
He's a villainous protagonist.
Yeah, it's weird. There are some things in this show, like Megamind, that seem to come back over and over. I think
Enron.
this is the third Megamind question.
Yeah, because we
it's
had
the
an
third
answer that
Enron
was
question
Titan.
that we had earlier too.
Yeah.
Really, a third Enron?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Ronan the Accuser was the first blue villain that I thought of.
Nice.
They're actually more than
Yeah,
you might
wow.
think. Well, thanks, Katie. That was fun. Thank you, listeners. We appreciate you guys. Keep listening. Keep telling your friends about it. Hey, you don't need to be exclusive with this podcast. We get it with your other podcasts where you maybe get like special information. You can keep that to yourself. But this one, it's meant to be spread. So make the guest room
Like
pandemic
COVID.
happen.
That's what I was thinking.
But yeah, we appreciate you
We're not
guys.
quite as contagious, so spread it yourself.
We need you.
But
We
what
rely
about
on warm bodies.
maybe we'll be with the Matthew variant?
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
Will it be more contagious but less deadly?
This episode certainly seems to suggest that.
Keep leaving us reviews as well. We love to see what you guys think of the podcast, and you can send us suggestions at theguestroompodcast@gmail.com. You can pick up some merch at our Patreon page. Just go to Patreon and look up the Guest Room Podcast. And as always, farewell.